Offensive lineman, Austin Young.
What's your pregame routine when you get to the stadium? What do you like to do?
What I like to do is I'll set my bags down, we'll get off the bus, and I'll just change into something a little bit more comfortable, go outside, walk around the stadium. That's for the away games. And when we're here, I just get into the locker room, put on a little music, just try to loosen out and try to vibe with everybody.
You're not superstitious?
I have a little bit of superstitions, like my grandma passed away a few years ago, so I always pray to my grandma for every game. I feel like if I don't do that, I won't perform to a certain level. I also have to wear the same gloves. I have a pair of game gloves and a pair of practice gloves. Those are my superstitions.
Coach said, but do players feel like, was it good to only practice like twice last week after the long stretch of the season? Obviously didn't go the way that you guys would want to.
Well, yeah, it's always good to get a good time off from the game, because a lot of people don't see like how physically exhausting and mentally exhausting the game really is, and it is always good just to be able to step back and kind of process everything, because if you take it away from the physical side, I know last week me and the guys, we were in the film room consistently, and that's one thing that you can do is, since you're not super being all physical all the time, you can really focus on the mental aspect of the game.
Obviously, a lot's been talked about the injuries on the offensive line this year. How would you describe what the offensive line has had to go through this year and how the unit's performed?
Yeah, we do go through a lot, and we have had a lot of injuries, and starting off with Sage, obviously, he took a real big one. We had Evan Tafoya, he took a big one to the leg. A lot of tackles down, and it just took a sense of finding guys and putting them out. So, Coach found that Brian can play tackle. He put Brian out to tackle, moved a guy into guard, moved another guy. Just a whole bunch of just finding guys that can play a different position and putting them to that task and seeing if they can handle it.
How hard is that to play a different position on the offensive line?
It's a little challenging, just depending on where it comes from. So if you're right guard, playing left guard is going to be a little bit similar. You just have to flip everything in your head. But if you're going to move out to a tackle position or center position, you're a guard, you have to learn a whole different scheme and footworks and different types of concepts. So it can be real challenging, especially for a guard. Like if I were to move out to tackle, a lot of pass rushers and stuff, I wouldn't be as athletic enough to get out there like a guy like Jalen or Sage can do, because they're a little bit taller, a little skinnier, more athletic. So it is challenging to play out of position, because offensive line, it's really about how you perform and how your ability kind of fits into your position.
What do you see from Georgia Southern's front?
They have a pretty strong front. They have a real nice nose tackle. He's real quick, fast, strong guy. And like Coach was saying, they like to bring their outside backers up, bring pressures. Not too many games and twists. They just play a lot of crossface and, get into other gaps. They don't like to just play straight up, have an A gap. They like to slant to the B, and they like to kind of throw us on a loop.
Teams have been rushing the ball more effectively lately. You like run blocking better than pass blocking?
Yeah, run blocking is fun. It just helps you get going when you see your running back go down and, big explosion play. It hypes the team up, and it sets the offensive line, because we know that we got to create holes. And when we create a hole and we see them burst for the speed, and it just makes us feel good, because, it's hard to run the ball, especially at the collegiate level, because these D tackles are real big, strong guys, and they're play physical just like us. But yeah, I do like to run the ball. It's fun.
How long have you known Max Wilhite, and did you guys come here as kind of a package deal?
Yeah, me and Max, we've known each other since freshman year of high school. I met him because I got moved up to the varsity level. He was already on there. He was a stud. He was already playing, and we became pretty good friends. And once we both got the offer, we kind of just talked about it, and we were like, yeah, let's go on the official. And we went on the official, and when we were on the official together, we were like, yeah, we should continue to play together in college. Just to, a lot of guys get to play with their high school teammates in college, so we thought it'd be pretty cool.